have a great crafting time.
Hello everyone! Happy Wednesday! Make sure that we're live. We are live. We are live. Hello everyone! Boop, 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 boop. How is everybody doing today? We are live. We are live! Yay! Ooh, don't need to put my phone there. Hello everyone! I'm not showing myself today because I'm a mess. As my husband told me earlier, he said, I make Casper look tan. I'm just super pale and still getting over being sick. But thank you guys for joining. We usually go live with this on Tuesday, but I haven't been well. I was in the ER on Mother's Day. But I didn't want you guys to wait anymore on this. So I wanted to go ahead and put this card together for you guys today. But I did, if you were on Saturday when I made it live, I made one version, but then I've actually added two more. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys those in Design Space too. But I'm going to go ahead and put two of those together today. Hello everyone! Hello Sue, Beth, Jamie, Gloria. Hello, and everyone else who's watching. I hope you guys all had a wonderful Mother's Day. That day by went so quickly. I was in the ER, but it was okay. Thank you, Gloria. I'm making improvement, so I will take that. Thank you guys. I haven't been to the ER. I can't tell you how long it's been since I've been to the ER, but that was a whole experience. So, let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and go into Design Space, and then I'm going to go ahead and show you what it looks like there. Okay, there we go. Happy Wednesday. I don't know what the weather is by you guys, but it's going to totally feel like summer tomorrow. It is going to be 90 degrees. Holy moly. Okay, so on live, this is the card I designed first. Now this is the girl version, but then I thought, well, you can't have just a girl version. You got to have a boy version, and then some people never find out what they're having, so you have to have one that could work for either boy or girl. So this is the girl one I designed live. Then I went in and I made a boy one. And this one here. And then I also went and did a gender neutral one. I think it's so cute. I love the colors of it too. But then I did this one here, which is a gender neutral one. So we're going to go ahead and put two of these together. I was going to say good morning, Kimberly. It is so not morning. Good evening, Kimberly. Holy cow, Mindy. That 97 in a golf cart, that is hot. Oh, I just noticed I spelled baby wrong here. I might want to fix that. But all three versions of this are in our supporter projects for Patreon. So let's go ahead and put these together. That is hot. 97 degrees. Wind in your face is hot no matter how you do it. Okay. First, I'm going to go ahead and put together the girl card. Yeah, they're like, I love the colors too, Mindy. Well, it's like rainbowish, but just pretty pastels, and I love that. Okay, so first we have, and a lot of this, it's all Cricut cardstock, but it's either the new value cardstock or it's regular Cricut cardstock. But then all of my print and cut pieces, so all of this, none of this is not background paper, pattern. I was like, what am I looking for? None of this is pattern paper. This is all just print and cut within Design Space, which I love because you don't have to buy the pattern paper. But I did do the pattern paper on the new Cricut value cardstock. So we have this nice smooth cardstock to print on, which I love for print and cut. I love it on the smooth. So we're going to go ahead and put this together here. Yeah, hot is hot. I was going to use more of the value cardstock, which, by the way, guys, look at this. Hold on here. Oh, I got a card stuck to it. Hold on real quick. Look at this. This is the new value cardstock from Cricut and the different packs. So there's Sunset, Ocean, Botanicals, and Neutral. So there's a lot of different colors in here. For the pink, I really needed a softer pink that wasn't quite in here, so I went with another one of my Cricut cardstocks. But look at, and this makes me happy because they're in these boxes. So look, which I love to keep it in because otherwise my paper is stacked up and it can be hard to find what you need. You're like lifting up the stacks. This is really cool, and you don't get the bent corners, which I love. I know, so good for card layers, right, Jamie? And like fine font and foiling and all that. I know, I wish 12 by 12 came in this packaging too. That would be like a dream. But it's so easy to keep it organized like this. That is some heavy paper right there too. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead. Let me go ahead and separate these into pieces so I don't get confused. You have all sorts of birthdays going on, Gloria. That is exciting. Oh, the Altoids for the little pieces. Such a good idea. That was a really good idea, Jamie. All right, so let me go ahead and separate these. And these are the patterns I found, so I wanted, this is some Cricut cardstock, older Cricut cardstock. You can tell if it's, how old the Cricut cardstock is by the pattern. Now this is the waffle pattern, so this is older before the linen one came out. But I still have, I think like two, well, this might be the last sheet of this. That color's almost gone, but it just went so well with that color on there that I wanted to use it. Okay. So first we're going to go ahead and get all of our pieces that we want to do for the matting. Which should be these three pieces here. So we're going to go ahead and start and put those. For the matting we're going to do, I have it on the inside and the outside here. So you should have two of the exact same pieces here. I meant to change this. I meant to put this, the regular nozzle in here. So I'll just go ahead and use this. Oh, that's true, Jamie, about the weight. It does help keep the weight down, especially, some people do lots of layers, you know, on a card, especially where you're paper piecing and putting it together. Now we just need Cricut's regular cardstock in all those colors too. And I'm just using the glue here, but you could use a tape runner too. I just move my stuff so much that tape's just not for me. I'll make sure I can still see it. Okay, we can. So we're gonna go ahead and glue this piece. Oh. And I could use tape, but I just like the ability to move it because otherwise that fear of like placing it wrong is real, and I just can like plop it down with glue and then just adjust it. And then on the inside, we have a big piece here too. So we're gonna go ahead and glue this on the inside. You guys see, speaking of mailing, I was at the post office, which I'm not at the post office often, but I was there and they had Betty White stamps. I thought that was so cool. Matt's like, do you want a book of them? I'm like, you know how long it'll take me to go through that? I don't know that I need a book of them right now, but I like the Betty White stamps. My mother-in-law would love that. She loves the Golden Girls. Actually, are you guys any Golden Girls fans on here? There is, I didn't know there was like a, what do you call it? A sequel, I guess, to the Golden Girls called The Golden Palace. And it's with everyone except Dorothy. And they they own a motel in Miami on like South Beach. We just started watching. I don't know what we watch it on. It just shows up on my home screen on my Fire Stick. But we watch. I got my mother-in-law watching it too because it's so funny. Dorothy is so savage. It's got like Cheech from Cheech and Chong. He's like the cook of the hotel, and so funny. Okay, so now this is one of my print and cut pieces. So we're gonna. I'm thinking, I'm like, I do have the right piece, right? So you're just gonna go ahead and stick that on and keep the border the same around. Kimberly said, me. Yeah, if you have, oh, so you haven't seen it. See, my mother-in-law hadn't heard of it either. But it's funny. We've watched several episodes now. I mean, you can't have the Golden Girls and it not be funny. Betty White's still, Rose is still Rose. Sophia is just so savage always. She's so savage to Blanche, too. That's so funny, Sue. I think he thinks that I'm that old. I mean, I remember being young and I thought 50 was so old. Guess what? I no longer think that. 50 is young, guys. Hi, Deborah. Glad you made it. Oh, I did it. I knew I was going to do that. Darn it. It's always the one thing I tell myself don't do, and then I'm talking and I do it. And I did it. Darn it. Okay. I knew I was going to do that talking. That's my biggest downfall there. Okay. You don't want to glue. On my gender neutral one, I'll show you because I put part of it together. You don't want to glue this piece down yet because this piece is going to glue under it. Like that. That way it's going to go ahead and fold over. So you want to glue that down first. I would just take and glue it on the back and then glue this card on. Because I stuck it on. I'm going to stick some glue under it every time. Hi, Donnelly! Boy, when I tell you every time, it's the one thing I tell myself not to forget is the one thing I'm going to forget. So we're just going to push that down. And normally just go ahead, glue it to the back of this piece before you even put this piece on. That's how I would go about putting it on. I didn't know that was her husband. Wait a minute. I didn't know that that was Betty White's husband. I didn't know Betty White, I guess, ever had a husband. Okay, so we have that piece there. Now on this, we can go ahead and put our matte piece on this too because we also have the same pink there. You can still watch Password too. I don't know. We have so many things on our Fire Stick and, I don't know, Pluto and Hulu and Disney and Netflix and Paramount and all that stuff, but you can watch those. There's an old game show network thing that shows all those cool old game shows. Put that piece on there. Now I'm going to wait to put the inside piece because I'm going to show you there's two options. Some might like it better with the stripes on the inside. Some might like it without it. Kind of gives it a different look. Oh, she was married 3 times. Oh. Okay. So then this piece here is going to get centered in the middle of this. Yeah, you still can't get anybody as funny as Betty White. She is, we must protect her at all costs. Okay, so for this is going to go on the inside. So this here I'm just going to go ahead and glue to this. Oh, I'm no longer an empty nester. This just happened, but my son just moved back home. So we have a kid at home again. All right. We've glued that together. Now this is going to go on here also. And I did in the file, I did put another layer that's not print and cut, but just cut. That way you can make it thicker if you want, because I like to like pop them up a little bit. So that's going to go there with that. Then we're going to go ahead and glue this piece on here. I did the fine point pen on this, but I probably would do extra fine next time. Yeah, I like to watch it. I like to have it right, and I like to watch it right. It's very interesting how it does it. I know some people, when they start, they're like, hey, it's not right and right, because it doesn't just like do one letter and continue on. It figures out the fastest way, so it'll look like incomplete letters, but it finishes them. It just knows the quickest way. Oh my gosh, Kimberly, I am going to have to listen to that. I used to never listen to podcasts at all, but I am now. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this one. I know, wouldn't it be a thing, Gloria, that the one thing I lost out of my 30 pack of extra fine, maybe it's over by my Venture actually, now that I think of this, is my black extra fine, which I need all the time. Now I didn't realize when I had designed this, I planned to do the same thing to this piece where I just had that back piece I glued on. I actually flattened the whole thing, so it made this outside piece print and cut too. But I did change that in the file so that you can get the... And then your colors will match perfectly with the cardstock, because you ain't going to get them to match perfectly with the print and cut in the cardstock. Well, you could if you had just the right color. Okay, so there's our pieces there. That one there. This folds over, and then on the front we are going to put the up, and away. The precious one is on the way. And our little hot air balloon guy. Okay. But you could, if you want, you could pop this up too. Oh, me too. I agree, Gloria. I would say it's definitely the most used. I just need somebody to have a baby, I know. Or someone I know to have a baby. Maybe that sounded weird. I just love the image of this cute little teddy bear in the hot air balloon. They're so cute. Yeah, this bear actually, I was just going to do a hot air balloon like birthday card. And when I found this, I was like, you know what? Nope, we're going baby shower because I have to use this. It's so cute. Just made me happy. Okay, so I wanted to show on the inside. Now, I don't have the stripes yet. You could leave it like this where it doesn't have the stripes on the inside. It just gives it like a different, not texture, kind of. But I'm going to go ahead and put the stripes inside too so we can see it like that. But you have the option either way, which I honestly like both ways. Oh. That. How many of you prefer tape over glue? Like, would you be taping most of this? Okay, now for this part, what's important is this is going to fold over your inside. So you want to make sure that you put it where it's going to fold over. So I'm going to go ahead and get my glue on this. Have you guys ever seen like the videos that people do like Golden Girls? Well, not Golden Girls, but like older lady. They'll do like bachelorette parties, and then they all dress up and they go out with their walker, and like they have the wigs. They have the. It looks so fun. All right, so to put this down, I just want to make sure I am going to cover it fully. Put this down, fold it over. There we go. I always like to leave a little room so you can go ahead and write your message on the inside too. Yes, and then we have our little bow here. And again, I want to make sure where I put it, it just covers fully. So it's going to go about like there. Oh, that's cute. At Home Ink. She got the Betty White stamps for Mother's Day. Everybody appreciates Betty White. My daughter, you know, she's ageless to love, I feel. Okay. So we have that. That has nothing on that side, but then this goes on the inside here. I'm surprised you can't print stamps at home with all the technology. I don't know how they would do that though. Now that I think about it, how would you know it's a real stamp? People would fraudulently print them. There's that too. And you could also pop that out if you want to also. So that is the finished girl card there. Up, up, and away. A precious one is on the way. And then they open it like that there. And you could, if you wanted, you could put something on this side too. I didn't think about it at the time, but you could totally at least do the matting in that if you want, or you could have just a totally different image in there. I don't know. What do we think? Should it have something on the inside, or do we like it just like this? Thank you. I feel like it needs something. It needs something, but I don't know what. Probably just complete the matting. And then I don't know. Oops, fold it this way here. So there is the girl version. Then we're going to go ahead. I put a little bit of the gender neutral one together, but then we're going to go ahead and finish it. Oh, there you go, Gloria. Yep, you can make the boy one, or you can do, this one works for any. And it's just pretty. I struggled to find, I was trying to find a pattern, like how I got the waffle here, and then on the boy one, it's just like a little plaid. But I was really struggling finding something that went with these stripes. It was just like too much, or the colors like clashed and just weren't quite right. So I came up with the clouds on that, which I thought was perfect. Don't mind, there's little lines from my printer. But I thought that was perfect considering it was a hot air balloon. So this is the same way. So I didn't put the stripes on the inside, but you can see if you only do it on half of it, then it looks like that with the card folded. But let's go ahead and glue these on. So for this one, this one's got like pink and green in it, which was the closest. They have the one in the pink, they have one in blue, and then they have this one in the two colors, which could work for either. So I'm just going to glue this. Onto this. Got all of our pieces glued together. We got that. I've already went ahead and glued that piece on. And then, oh, on the inside of this it says 10 toes and little bows. Can't wait to meet your bundle of joy. And then for the gender neutral one, It says 10 little fingers, 10 little toes, a sweet baby to love as they grow. And then for the boy one, it says the same thing, but it says a sweet baby boy to love as they grow. There's that. And then for the inside of this, I have this cute little elephant here. So we're going to go ahead and put him on his mats. I'll go ahead and use my glue guns for this. Yes, so it is a, yep, it's a 5x7. And you can fit it, it's 10.5. Ooh. It does fit on the value cardstock too. Because the whole card is 10.5 inches long. I gotta remember that Altoids thing. For my... I had 2 little tiny pieces, so I put them over here on my desk, and they are little. There we go. These are my little pieces. I need my little Altoid thing for my little pieces. This piece here is just that little piece of his ear right there. All right, go ahead and stick this on here. Use your tweezers if you like. I'm just a hands person. Okay, and then the little tiny heart. Now for that, I am going to use my little tweezers because it's tiny. Take that. Go ahead and place that right like that. So we have a cute little elephant. And then we can go ahead and glue this on. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and pop this piece up, I think. I grab some of my foam squares here. Should I have these on the inside though? Thinking about this. If I pop them up. We're gonna do it. Just gonna put a couple foam squares on his back. Hi, Lucy Lou. Coming down to see me. Yeah, I do 5x7 lots of times because I'm showing the card. The smaller I make the card, the smaller, harder it is to see. But you can always resize all of them. Just group them all together and then drag them down. And then I'll, for this, I would add, because this is the one piece, if you wanted to group them down and resize them down, I'd group it all together. And then I would add a 5x7 rectangle into the project. And then shrink it down, and as I shrink, I'm going to check that piece of that 5x7 to see how big it is, and then I can adjust until I get it to whatever card size I'm looking for, and then you know all the pieces will be the right size for that if you do it that way. Did I get them all? I got them all. So cute. Then just popped him up a little bit to give him a little depth there. We have our little rattle for that. And then we can go ahead and glue these pieces on. Can this be made on the extra? Yes. Well, it won't score on the extra, Mindy, for the score lines, but you can just change the score line to a foil line and then, put your foil tip in. But you can, size-wise, you can use this on the extra. And then on this piece here, and you can do it either way. Like you could put the up and away on this side, the cloud on that side, whichever way. I kind of like the greeting first, the up and away, and then the cloud, and then the hot air balloon. I need me some more glue. And these two, if you want to pop these up, that would look cute too. So I've already put the glue on it, but I'm popping it up. I'm gonna pop it up too. That glue was basically for nothing. There we go. And then we can go ahead and take this piece. I'm going to pop this one up also. Hopefully someday, Gloria, that great grandbaby will come. Go ahead and stick another one on here. You can put little ones too on here if you think you need to. I just wish somebody I knew was having a baby. I miss not holding a baby. I think the problem is everybody my age is dumb, or not dumb. Everyone my age is dumb. No, everyone my age is done having kids. So, okay, so that's the one possibility on the outside. That's with not putting the stripes on the inside. But I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Especially because, and if you want to do it without the stripes on the outside, the colors here match the matting, so it would kind of blend in, which you could still do, but I just like to have it kind of pop more off of it. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put this one on. There. And then the same thing with this piece, we want to make sure that it is going to fit, and we hide it completely behind our panel here. Oh, Mindy's like, I just want a grandbaby at least. That's how I feel. I mean, I'm not saying anytime soon, but I really hope someday. My daughter's talked about like moving away, and I'm like, well, if you have a kid and you move away, just know I won't be able to babysit, and do you know how much childcare costs? There, that looks good there. Sorry, Lucy Lou is up there barking. And then with the rattle too, we're just gonna put that on wherever we want. You can. And this rattle was different colors. I can't remember what colors it was, but I just went ahead and I changed it from printed cut to a basic cut. Or maybe it was a basic cut. And then I just changed the colors. So I have pink and blue and yellow, all the colors on here. And then I went ahead and flattened it again. There we go. And then we have our little elephant here. Oh, Gloria, I know that. I seen that. It went like viral recently or something, that book. And I thought that is such a cool gift to give to. My husband's calling me. He must not know I'm live. I thought that was such a cool gift to give for a new mom. It was like, oh, some moms eat their young or whatever, and it's so funny. If anybody's looking for a cute gift for a new mom, that there are moms worse than you. It's so cute. I was cracking up. I'm live. Is it an emergency? I'm live. Look at that. Sorry, I had to answer. My hubby called me twice back to back, so I was making sure it was not an emergency because he don't normally do that. Okay. So there we go. There is our gender neutral one too. So it could work for a boy or a girl. I do love that little elephant so much with the little heart coming out of him. But there we go. So those are the two different versions, and then we also have the boy version also, if anybody is interested in that. Whew, I made it. Stomach is killing me, but I made it. Oh, there you go, Mindy. That is close. So there are both of those cards. They are in supporter projects now. And if you guys make these, please share them in the groups. Let us know. Please let us know. And I'm looking at this. As I'm looking at this, I'm realizing this up and away, the whole thing is bigger than the other. I must have resized it after I did it. I do think I like it a little bit smaller. Kind of like here where you get more of the background around it. So I think I'm going to go ahead in the file and just shrink this down a little bit, because I think it just fits it better. Because it does go almost top to bottom on that mat right there. Thank you everyone. That was fun to do. I'm so glad I saw that little image because I didn't know. I just knew I was going to use a hot air balloon because I hadn't made one and I think they're cool. And so I'm really glad I found these images. Oh, and I can't remember the name. I know on Saturday's live I shared it. But I took a picture. So Friday when we go through new image sets and we go through certain profiles, I want to show her because she has almost 3,000 they're stickers. She does print and cut, but she has such good ones. Super, super cute ones. Hi, Rocky. Hi, Mitzi. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting, Mitzi. So exciting. And people do those gender reveals too. So do you make a card? Do you make a card for the gender reveal too? I've never been to a gender reveal, so I have no idea what happens there. But I'm like, is that another thing? You bring a gift, you bring a card, and then there's the baby shower, and you bring a gift and a card, and then they have a baby, and you do a gift and a card. Is this how this works now? Oh, hopefully someday. I'm married for 15 years. Hopefully, Mindy. They told me I couldn't have kids, and then I had one, and then very easily the second one came. And I was like, well, I'm fixed. Thanks, Allison. I greatly appreciate that. Sis has 7 grades. Holy cow. Thank you guys for joining me today. Sorry I wasn't live yesterday. Still not feeling great, but I wanted to make sure and get these out to you guys and put together. But yeah, in this card base, I actually used, this is actually the value cardstock as the base, and it works super well. Not flimsy, like, works great on that. This base, oh yeah, this base is value cardstock too. The only thing that's regular cardstock is the soft pink and the soft green, actually. It's just medium cardstock from Cricut, but the rest was value cardstock. Yeah, I've never seen a gender reveal in person. Some people go all out. I mean, there's fireworks. I've seen like planes fly over. People have like messed up some things too. Some bad things have happened. Hi, Lori. So glad you joined us. We just finished up. So I made 2 versions of the hot air balloon baby shower card. I made the girl version here. And I always hold it the wrong way. What do we call this? Is there a specific name for this fold? I don't know what it is. I just seen, and then I just kind of was like, I think I tuck it under here and made it. I just seen one similar and just created how I think it went. But I don't know the name. And then we have the one that's for the gender neutral. Super cute. Oh, that's a good idea, Mindy. Yeah, if you make gender, yeah, you have one ready for no matter what. And it really just fits perfect for either. I do really love the clouds too, just with the hot air balloon. I didn't know what I was gonna do. I kept looking through, and to find the patterns, just type in, like, for this I typed in pink stripe background. This one I typed clouds background, you know, and then you just filter to print and cut, and then you can go ahead and make your own pattern cardstock. Which there used to be way more to choose from in the stores, and it's really down, and it's expensive. So it's great. You can just pop in your cardstock and make your own. Oh my gosh, Mindy, enjoy. I'll be in my bath. My bath is like magical. When I'm in pain, it does, like, I don't feel it in my bath. I told my daughter the other day, I was like, I understand now why people do like water bursts. I'm like, if you ever have a kid, Dougie, I think a water burst is a good idea, because there's something magical about the tub that makes you not feel the pain the same way. Yeah, Gloria, I did actually think of that. Wobble too. You could put the little guy on the wobble, and I will say I really do like it popped up. This one I didn't pop up the two. I just glued them on, but especially in person, I really like them popped up more. I just think it adds more to the card. Hi, Miss Judy B. So glad you joined us. We're just at the very end of our hot air balloon teddy bear baby shower card. But all of our Patreon supporters can find these in our projects. Oh, guys, we also have our giveaway going on. We have a few more days of our giveaway. We're giving away $150 to spend at Cricut.com. So make sure and go ahead and enter that. And we have our May challenge going on. And we're about to have another giveaway start very soon. So make sure you guys are checking for that. It's a good one. It's going to be starting soon. So thank you guys so much for joining. I will see you guys on Friday. Alex is back from his trip, so we will be live for new image sets on Friday. And hopefully we have some good ones, because it's been gone 2 weeks. So thank you guys. We will see you guys. I'm trying to think if there's anything else going on. May challenge, giveaway. I think that's it. But we will see you guys Friday. Happy crafting, everyone. Bye, guys.